Okay.
Right, it's got a gun.
This one?
It's got a gun.
Back in August 2015, Mike Hookem MEP was threatened by people traffickers in a makeshift migrant camp in Tety-Jim near Dunkirk. This event drew light on the ever-increasing problems that these French and Belgian towns and cities are facing.
I try to fight against smugglers.
The same camp today lies empty, with only scatterings of loose rags and shoes as evidence. But this does not mean the problem has gone away.
Four months is here.
There's more people here now. We've seen the police presence increase.
Due to the ongoing migrant crisis and EU free movement rules, less than 5 miles from the deserted camp at Tety-Jim, the camp at Grand-Synthe has grown in numbers, from a mere few hundred to over 3,000 in only 6 months. The conditions in this camp would appear more fitting to a war zone, yet this camp exists and thrives only metres from a residential estate. As with Tety-Jim, the people traffickers are still making their presence felt here in Grand-Synthe. One Iraqi migrant approached us to tell us his story.
يعني هكا أنا بسينا بريطانيا England so
Yeah, so you're going to England?
England هكا أم أز بخو بتسم عائلة خو بتسم
You, your family?
family أز بتسم England
Go to England.
ما أبي
So they want £10,000 to take you to Grand Britannia.
يعني بن ليلة ها
Under the car?
يعني 10,000
£10,000 to hide you under the
هاي
car?
بن ليلة حتى.
As the months go by with new camps emerging, one question hangs in the wind. Do the French have a plan of action?
Well, at the moment, what I'm seeing is the French plan is not working. These camps here are very basic and you know, terrible conditions, but the new camps that they're building, what I'm being told here, that these migrants don't want to move to those new camps. They've been told by the traffickers, the people traffickers, they're making millions of pounds out of this, that if they go to the new camps, that they'll abandon them and they'll have to pay again. I've just been in there and just had a walk about and seen the conditions, and the conditions are pretty poor. It's very muddy, very dirty, log fires burning all over the place, and it's not the sort of place you'd want to bring your family.
40 kilometres down the coast lies the port of Calais and the lawless migrant camp known as the Jungle. By August 2015, the migrant crisis in Calais had escalated to a point where British truckers no longer felt safe using this now notorious route.
For me, I need protection here. We're British citizens bringing goods for British people, and there's nobody here protecting us drivers whatsoever. Nobody.
It's quite evident when seen at first glance that this problem is spiralling out of control. Although the authorities have a presence now, there is a sense that no one really knows how to handle a migrant population growing daily.
Right, from talking to people here, the migrants are upset and frustrated at what's happening with the shanty town being pulled down, and they're taking the frustration out and setting light to some of the buildings.
In fact, the situation has now escalated to a point where the French authorities have been forced to take action and start demolishing the camp. However, this has been hampered by the presence of British activists who are waging their own war on the police.
It's tough, it's wet, it's miserable, it's cold. These people, how they're living in this squalor, I've no idea.
You're sleeping here tonight regardless of having a house?
Yeah, it's very bad. It is not good.
You stay here?
Yeah.
You don't have anywhere else to go?
No, I want to go to England.
You want to go to England?
They destroy my caravan.
They destroy it?
Yeah. I tell the police promised me, we don't destroy, don't worry. Now I go there, oh, where is my caravan?
So where will you sleep?
I don't know, this is my question.
So about your sort of blankets and clothes?
Yeah, everything was in the caravan, but...
All gone?
Yeah, but they destroyed.
The people traffickers have control of this camp and the other controls along that French coast, and what they're saying is if you go to these other modern, well, the newer camps, it's better conditions, we will not be able to look after you. You will have to come back to us and pay us more money to get you into the UK. This is the new accommodation that's been built by the French authorities, and you can see behind me where these people are registering to get into this camp. The conditions are a sight better, they're a hell of a lot better than where they're living at the moment. But the problem is that these people don't want to be printed, don't want to be fingerprinted, don't want to be identified. All France are trying to do at the moment is to control the problem that they've got, and to control the people that they've got. That, you know, they don't have a long-term plan, and neither does the European Union.
And the plans continue to be reactive rather than proactive, as public and media pressures have forced the French and British governments to start making improvements to security.
This is where this fence has been cut away. You can see where it's been sticked back up now. This fence, last year it was a single fence, now it's triple. So the French and the authorities here are massively improving their security. I mean, you can see around me that all of the foliage that was here has all been cut back. But it's also, I believe, increasing the role of the people trafficker, who's now saying, well, you won't be able to do this on your own, so I will get you onto that track and I will get you onto the Eurostar. And it's also pushing the people from this area, and it's forcing them down to the smaller ports that don't have this security and have not got this funding, the smaller ports such as Dunkirk, Ostend and Zeebrugge, and we've seen the people coming in through Zeebrugge into the port of Hull.
As predicted in 2015, the problem is spreading. In Zeebrugge alone, port staff are intercepting 30 to 40 migrants each day, with an unknown number passing through the port undetected.
So we've travelled right down the coast now from Calais. We're now in Zeebrugge. We have behind us a church here that's housing these migrants. I've been told there's another church up the road somewhere that's doing exactly the same, but this will change. You know, the problem will move to these areas, and we will see huge migrant camps as we see in Calais.
When approached, the 24 migrants living in this small church were reluctant to speak on camera, but did speak of their experiences with people traffickers and their hopes of reaching Britain.
Calais Mafia, Dunkirk Mafia, France,
Yeah.
all Mafia.
Ship. So you're going to get on a ship that goes to the UK, and you are going to then claim asylum? Claim asylum in the UK.
The problem will carry on, and it will get worse and worse in this region. As the migrant crisis continues to spiral out of control, my question is, where is the EU in all of this? Despite the thousands of migrant deaths, the people traffickers making millions, and terrorist groups using the crisis as a means to organise attacks in both Paris and Brussels, the EU leadership has continued to fail to act. The fact is, the EU needs to suspend the Schengen Agreement, reinstate border controls, and stop using the crisis to grab even more power for Brussels. Only then can we begin to get a grip of this crisis.